General Hospital spoilers tease that recently, actress Kirsten Storms, who is famous for playing Maxie Jones on General Hospital, has officially confirmed that she is in a new romantic relationship. This revelation has shocked and excited fans, as Kirsten has always kept her personal life quite private, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Her decision to make her relationship public has become one of the most talked about events, attracting attention from both the media and the fan community. People are not only curious about her new partner but also about how the changes in her personal life might affect her work and acting career, especially her role as Maxie Jones on General Hospital. Maxie, the character that Kirsten has portrayed for over 20 years, has always been an essential part of General Hospital. Maxie is known for her turbulent love life, complex relationships, and strong, multifaceted personality. The character's development has always been intertwined with a series of entangled romances, from failed marriages to passionate love affairs. As such, Kirsten's new romantic relationship raises questions for fans about how she will continue to portray Maxie in the years to come. Especially now that her personal life is no longer completely separate from the storylines of her character. Kirsten not only confirmed that she is in a relationship, but this also sparked curiosity about the changes in her life and whether those changes could affect Maxie on General Hospital. Over the years, Maxie has faced numerous challenges and turmoil in love. From failed relationships to attempts at rebuilding her life. Kirsten's love life, with its ups and downs, will surely inspire new romantic scenarios on the show. Could her relationship provide inspiration for new storylines, giving Maxie a new depth? Or will the changes in Kirsten's personal life lead to a shift for Maxie, pushing her character in a new direction in her love life? Moreover, the changes in Kirsten's romantic life have left fans wondering if she will continue to stay long-term with the role of Maxie on General Hospital. Despite playing Maxie for over 20 years and becoming an integral part of the show, personal life always has a significant impact on a person's career. The question remains whether Kirsten will continue with the role of Maxie or if these changes in her life might lead her to make a major decision in her acting career. Fans can't help but wonder whether Maxie will continue on General Hospital, and if so, how her character might change as a result of the events unfolding in Kirsten's life. Kirsten's romantic life has not only drawn attention to her character Maxie but also revealed a new side of the actress herself. Recognized not only as a talented actress but also as an icon with a remarkable career on a long-running show like GH, Kirsten has become an important figure in daytime television. Romantic storylines in General Hospital are a key element that keeps the show engaging, and with the changes in Kirsten's personal life, new elements are sure to emerge in Maxie's future storylines. Since Kirsten shared the news of her relationship, fans have been constantly speculating about the future of Maxie. Will she continue to face complicated love situations as she has before? Or will a wave of change bring Maxie the peace and happiness she has always been searching for? In any case, Kirsten Storms' romantic relationship has opened a new chapter in her life and will undoubtedly continue to be a subject of fascination for General Hospital fans. This new relationship promises to bring exciting moments not only to Kirsten's personal life but could also lead to unexpected, dramatic situations for Maxie, the character she has been so closely tied to for 2 decades. Recently, there have been reports that Kirsten Storms, who has been a part of General Hospital for 2 decades in the role of Maxie Jones, may soon leave the show to move to Europe to live with her new partner. This news has caused a stir and surprised many fans, as Kirsten has become an inseparable part of GH over the past 20 years. Maxie, the character she has portrayed, has experienced numerous complicated love affairs and dramatic storylines, and it's this deep connection between Kirsten and Maxie that has made a lasting impression on fans. Her decision to leave Port Charles for a new life in Europe will certainly mark an important milestone not only in Kirsten's career but also in the storyline of GH. This story is reminiscent of the path that actress Kelly Thibault took when she decided to leave GH after a long tenure to pursue her own love life and personal endeavors. Much like her character Britt Westbourne did in the show, Kelly Thibault stunned fans when she left the program. But it also provided a memorable conclusion for Britt's character and brought about a major change in the plot. If Kirsten Storms were to make a similar decision, It would make for an interesting comparison and lead fans to think about the future changes in GH. If Kirsten decides to leave GH to start a new life in Europe, it would not only be a personal change for her but also a huge shock for the storyline of General Hospital. Maxie, the character Kirsten has been so deeply involved with, would no longer be part of the Port Charles storyline, and this would definitely create a significant gap in the show's narrative. Maxie has long been one of GH's main characters. With turbulent love stories, complex relationships, and numerous challenges, her departure would be an unexpected change that no one could have predicted. And it would be a major shift that GH producers would need to carefully consider. Kirsten leaving GH could also lead to a major adjustment in the storyline. Maxie's relationships with other characters in Port Charles, especially with people like Lulu, Jason, and Spinelli, would need to be resolved in a completely new way. Will Maxie get a satisfying conclusion, or will her story remain open-ended? This also raises questions about the future of other characters on the show. These changes would dramatically shift the plot and storylines of GH, and no one can predict the path the characters will take moving forward. Moreover, if Kirsten decides to leave GH, this will be a wild new event in the world of daytime television, especially since GH is known for making significant changes and adjustments to its plotlines over time. While fans may feel a sense of loss at not seeing Maxie on the show anymore, this could also be an opportunity for the program to introduce fresh stories, new characters, and even a new direction for Port Charles. Kirsten Storm's departure from GH would not only mark the end of a character but also a complete transformation, opening up new possibilities for future storylines. Her decision to move to Europe with her partner would not only represent a change in her personal life but also act as a turning point for the show. Fans will certainly face new challenges, not just with the characters, but with the development of General Hospital as a whole. Kirsten's story, like Kelly Thiebaud's, will continue to be a memorable event for fans as one of GH's major icons leaves and opens a new chapter. Both Kirsten and Maxie will always be an integral part of General Hospital's history. And whatever decision she makes, there will surely be a dramatic shift in the show, as new plotlines emerge and the relationships between characters take surprising turns. Maxie's storyline in General Hospital is entering a dramatic and unpredictable phase as crazy changes begin to inevitably affect her fate. Maxie, one of the longest-standing characters in GH, has faced many challenges over the past 2 decades, but this time, she will be forced to confront a surprising and haunting end. Maxie's death seems to be an unavoidable part of the major events unfolding in Port Charles. Although the death of a major character like Maxie will devastate fans, it will also open the door to a series of surprising and dramatic events. Her death will not only be a huge shock but also have far-reaching effects on all those around her, creating a new, tense, and unpredictable storyline. However, it's not just Maxie's death that will trigger this change. While her death creates a major ripple in the plot, other ongoing events, particularly the schemes and conspiracies to take over Deception orchestrated by Lucy, are also unfolding. Lucy, who has long been an ambitious character and is sometimes unafraid to use bold tactics to achieve her goals, is now pushing everything into a state of chaos more than ever before. Lucy's determination and calculations in her efforts to take control of Deception are not just a power struggle but also a reflection of a cunning and malicious psychology, making every situation more complex and unpredictable. It seems Lucy's motives go beyond just wanting to take over Deception as a business strategy. Her conspiracy includes deeper motives, not just for money and power, but also in trying to rebuild broken relationships and rise from past failures. However, things are not that simple. As these schemes begin to surface, Lucy realizes that her actions not only hurt those around her but could also draw her into a vicious cycle that's hard to escape. Her bold and reckless decisions will bring profound changes, not just within Deception but in the relationships between other characters as well. In this context, Maxie's death becomes an important element. Not just a huge loss for the characters but also a catalyst that sets off a series of changes within the show. Everything now reflects not only conspiracies and ambitions but also a race for power, with unexpected events unfolding one after the other. Although Maxie has passed, she will leave behind a significant legacy, and this change will push other characters in GH to face new challenges. Her death will bring up untold stories, secrets that have yet to be revealed, and conspiracies that have yet to be uncovered. This will open up a new dramatic plot where characters will not only deal with loss but also fight to maintain everything they have built. Maxie's death also opens a new door for more wild changes, as characters, particularly Lucy, will have the opportunity to showcase their ambition and cunning. Deception, once a company with great potential, will have to face major shifts.
Not only in power dynamics but also in how the characters within it view each other. Secrets will gradually be exposed, and tense confrontations will make GH more unpredictable than ever.
And while the relationships and schemes continue to revolve around deception, fans will be left wondering if Maxie's death will truly change the fates of the remaining characters in GH forever. Will Lucy seize control of deception, or will she pay the price for her conspiracies? This storyline will prove that nothing is unchangeable in the world of Port Charles, where relationships are complex and schemes run deep. As these crazy changes begin to unfold, GH will enter a new era filled with surprises, where characters will face reckless decisions. And each choice could bring unforeseeable consequences. Spinelli, one of the key characters in General Hospital, is going through a painful and tense period in his life, as recent events force him to confront deep emotional pain he never imagined. Relationships, especially his love for Maxie, are no longer happy memories but have become haunting obsessions, making him feel like everything he trusted and hoped for is falling apart. The feeling of betrayal, loss, and profound alienation in the world he once thought was safe is pushing Spinelli into a psychologically vulnerable state. However, as Spinelli faces this pain, a new obsession begins to form within him, and it's not just negative emotions but a transformation in the way he views life and those around him. The wounds he's suffered could become the driving force for a dramatic and powerful revenge plot. His pain gradually transforms into a fierce determination to not only reclaim what he's lost but also to seek justice. The betrayals Spinelli has endured are not just emotional wounds. They also awaken a hidden strength within him. The death of relationships, especially with Maxie, will not only devastate Spinelli but also spark a new fire within him. The emotions he has suppressed for so long could explode into a calculated revenge plan, where Spinelli is no longer the wounded one, but a vengeful mastermind ready to use any method to achieve his goals. The obsession Spinelli faces is not just a temporary phase in his life. It will gradually form a grand plan where his actions are not only a response to the wounds inflicted upon him but also the beginning of a wave of change in General Hospital. Spinelli, with his intelligence and calculating abilities, will not just sit by and watch those who betrayed him continue their lives. He will begin to devise a plan to disrupt their peace, step by step. And this will create a dramatic storyline that alters everything the characters in Port Charles have built. The revenge plot that Spinelli may begin to carry out will lead to tense situations, not only changing his life but also the lives of those around him. Relationships will be tested, loyalty will be pushed to the limit, and Spinelli's decisions will make it impossible for viewers to look away. Each step he takes on this journey will be part of his internal battle, a fight between keeping the good-hearted part of him and the dark side that pain and betrayal have awakened. This will lead to a major shift in the GH storyline.
If Spinelli truly embarks on a revenge plan, the plot will not just revolve around romantic relationships but also a battle for power and justice.
Spinelli will become a character full of contradictions, both a sufferer of pain and a willing agent of chaos, ready to break through any barrier to achieve his goals. The decisions he makes will not only affect his life but also create a ripple effect in the Port Charles community, forcing all characters to face the consequences of irreversible actions. As Spinelli's obsessions continue to develop, GH fans will witness one of the biggest changes in this character. His seemingly hopeless love story with Maxie and the events that have unfolded will serve as the source of a significant transformation in Spinelli. This revenge story will not only give Spinelli the opportunity to change his fate but also trigger a series of events that disrupt everything familiar in General Hospital. The death of relationships and the beginning of a revenge plot will heighten the drama, taking GH into a new era full of surprises and tension. The storyline in General Hospital is preparing to enter a phase of unexpected change, as Maxie will be reinvented, a key and dramatic turning point. The reinvention of Maxie's character is not just a change in appearance or acting, it will be a huge shock to the storyline. Introducing new crazy calculations and altering everything fans knew about her. This storyline will be a test not only for Maxie's character but also for all the characters around her. As bold plans and reckless decisions begin to emerge in the journey of GH's characters. Maxie, long a complex character with romantic entanglements and crises, will embark on a new journey where old stories will be adjusted with cunning and calculations. Maxie's character will be completely reformed. Perhaps through a deep psychological change or significant shifts in the relationships she's involved in. All of this is opening a new era in General Hospital, where crazy calculations and unpredictable decisions will dominate the plot. Maxie will not only face new challenges but also have to adapt to changes within herself, making bold and sometimes dangerous decisions that will make every event in the show unpredictable. This means that the story of Maxie will not just be a continuation of romantic entanglements and turmoil, but a calculated, devious plan that she and those around her will have to confront. Major changes will not only affect Maxie but also everyone involved, as long-hidden secrets will be exposed, and new decisions will trigger a wave of change in GH. What fans will see is not just the rebirth of a character but a new control over the plot, where everything will be carefully calculated and deviously planned. The reinvention of Maxie is not just a change in appearance but also a significant step in the show. This plot will prove that in General Hospital, nothing is impossible. And even characters like Maxie can step into great challenges, altering everything fans know about them. Crazy stories will gradually develop, as characters begin to show different sides of themselves, and Maxie will have to face risky calculations to continue surviving and thriving in a world full of schemes and betrayal. The new control over the plot will not only illuminate what's happening in General Hospital but also open up surprising situations for the characters. Every change in the way the plot and characters are constructed will create a powerful transformation, making GH more tense than ever. Maxie, with her reinvention, will no longer be the same character continuing in the story but a new one, ready to face harsh challenges and profound changes in her life and the relationships around her. This story promises to bring fans unforgettable moments as reckless decisions begin to dominate and create dramatic changes in General Hospital.